Greetings. My name's Kuna Tavalin, and I am the Senior Policy and Advocacy Advisor at CEC. And I want to take a few minutes to go over the very basics of advocacy with the goal of showing you that advocacy is for everyone, and it's certainly something that you can participate in. So just to get from the very beginning, we define advocacy as organized action in support of an idea or cause. And in the policy arena, more specifically, it's constituents educating elected officials. But I also view advocacy as making your message loud through the power of a collective voice. When we come together around a single cause, we truly amplify it. That amplification is meaningful to lawmakers, most of whom keep logs of constituent contacts and the volume of advocacy around specific issues to help inform decision makings. For folks who are new to advocacy, I cannot stress enough that you can do it. Advocating is about elevating issues that you know about and care about. You can let me and the CEC team handle the politics, the policy, the logistics, and any other aspects of legislative action that might seem unappealing or intimidating. So there are 4 basic ingredients to effective grassroots advocacy, and the most powerful is your address. If you're a constituent, your lawmakers work for you. Lawmakers treat their constituents with respect, for the most part, and they want to hear from you, and frankly, they rely on you to present a local context around the issues you bring forward. The second ingredient is expertise and firsthand experience. As I mentioned earlier, your expertise is very valuable to lawmakers who are tasked with making decisions about a wide variety of issues and thus rely on experts to help guide them. Crafting a compelling case is something that we can work on. It means not only presenting your policy requests, but tying them to stories and real-life scenarios that can bring your issues to life. Good stories pull on heartstrings. And finally, creating relationships means that eventually you will be called on as an expert, and legislators may go to you before you even have the chance to go to them. Relationships can be created through so many ways, from timely and professional correspondences and helpful resources to local connections that make you unforgettable, such as people or places in common. It's like making connections with your students. Every relationship is different, and you'll get the sense of what will make the strongest bond. So the most frequent worry I hear from professionals who have not engaged in advocacy is that they're not into politics. Well, advocacy is not politics. Advocacy is bringing forward your knowledge to help lawmakers make informed decisions. It is so vitally important to the process of legislating. And on the flip side, not being part of the decision can have a cost. As our dear friend Jane West from the Teacher Education Division likes to say, if you're not at the table, you are on the menu. Effective advocacy shares knowledge in a deliberate manner to yield positive results. Sometimes that process is slow, but sometimes it pays off quickly. So for example, this spring, CEC put forth an emergency request for COVID-related IDEA funding. Our grassroots advocates joined us in sending over 8,000 letters to Congress. You can see from this page that our ask turned into legislation, and the dollar amounts requested are almost identical to what we put forward. So how can you get involved in CEC advocacy? First, I'd like to invite you to next year's Special Education Legislative Summit. It happens in July in Washington, D.C., and this year it was virtual, but it was still a success. Second, be on the lookout for weekly updates through CEC's Policy Insider. That newsletter talks about timely policy issues, developments, and provides opportunities to engage in advocacy. It comes with CEC's weekly newsletter and is uploaded to our website every Friday. And finally, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always available to talk about policy and advocacy. Thank you so much for your interest. I look forward to working alongside you and your colleagues.